Hello once again, YouTube. I know I already posted the AMA, but I wanted to have this be a separate video, or at least, start a different video with this. Um, 14 years ago today, a horrible terror attack happened in the United States, in the state I was born in. And, unless you've literally been living under a rock or don't live anywhere near the United States and don't pay any attention to world news, um, then you'd already know that September 11th is a very somber anniversary. Uh, 14 years ago today, I myself was in South Florida with a couple of friends that I've since fallen out of contact with. In fact, I fell out of contact with them shortly after September 11th, because they got in trouble with their parents for not being in school that day. I thought they were off. It's irrelevant. Anyway, we got to find out about this horrific attack while standing in a Toys R Us in the electronics section, where one of the employees, who again I can't remember the name, I never bothered to ask, and this is 14 years ago, asked me, "Did you hear?" And I said, "Hear what?" "Oh my God, you don't know. Here, come over here, you gotta see this." He turned on the TV that off of the game that was playing to the news, and boom. I saw the first video from 9/11, and I fell to my knees. And right now I'm only partially distracted by the spider I'm watching skitter across my basement sex dungeon floor. You little bastard, you better not come near my feet. Anyway, so this time of year I always have a little bit of sadness, because it's also about, oh gosh, 6 months after, the anniversary of my mother's death. And that always kind of hit me like a truck, because first that happened in March, and then 6 months later this happened. So I totally feel for every single person who lost someone, and I also feel like I was kicked while I was down by this attack. And emotionally, I don't think I've ever truly recovered, if that makes any sense. Because I always had difficulty helping others deal with loss. And it's mainly because of this huge loss that I had, followed by the huge loss the entire nation had shortly after. And I didn't know how to deal with it then, and I don't really know how to deal with it now. So I usually just, well, I usually just show, or not show, but point out that I'm terrible at this kind of thing, and that that I'm at least there for the person who lost someone. And it's just so much, excuse me, so much bad has happened after these attacks, and in many ways because of these attacks. The entire return to Iraq that we had, thanks to friggin' Bush and Cheney specifically being like, hey, my company can make a lot of money off of us going to war again. Let's pick an enemy. And then proceeded to make billions off of our money, sending people that didn't need to go and fight in any war because we weren't under attack from them. And then wasted our time, went and attacked again someone who literally gave this country millions of dollars at one point. Look it up. Look up Saddam Hussein gives money to U.S. city. I can't remember what city off the top of my head. I'm not putting my fucking research up in front of me, but it happened. It fucking happened. So yeah, someone who helped this country at one point, we instead go and be like, you know what? We're tired of your dictatorification. And just went in, took over his country, and sure, he was a dick to his own people. He really was. And with his death, that entire area just became so unstable that, you know, now we've got ISIS, now we've got Al-Qaeda going buck wild. Well, not as much as they used to, but ISIS didn't exist. But anyway, this is stuff that 9/11 was a catalyst for. If that butterfly hadn't been stepped on, all this shit wouldn't be happening now. We wouldn't have ended up having that fucking war. We wouldn't have ended up having all of our brave men and women go off to fight in a war that they didn't have any reason to go and fight. No good reason, anyway. I mean, hell, fucking Obama sent some troops to do a surgical strike, killed the guy who was actually responsible, who said, yes, I did it. And, you know, the people that were against him to begin with are still like, oh, that wasn't him. No, that had nothing to do with him. Anyway. I'm just sad, and I think about these things every 9/11. That's why, you know, I try to put on the happy face, the you know, go ask me anything question thing, because I wanted to put up a video that would, point out that I want to communicate with you guys. And sure, this is going to be afterward, because I recorded it afterward, and I've already uploaded the AMA. It's due up in another couple hours. From when I'm saying this, there's just so much, though, that 9/11 has brought into this country and into this world that people just don't really understand. Like, right now, the airlines have only recently sort of completely recovered. I mean, sure, we still have the people that'll x-ray you for no fucking reason, and a lot of them will do it using racial profiling because they're dicks. But, not all of it is bad, but a lot of it is fucking bad. For one, we've got all these candidates, and I'm not going to say which party they're from, because you'll know the moment I say this, that are saying we need to build a stronger military. Our military needs to stay strong, when we have more weapons than every other country combined. We have more weaponry than our current army can actually use. The fuck? I mean, for fuck's sake, how about we just siphon it all into fucking drones and just have drone fights? Because, seriously, if we just use drones, like every country in the world, if they just used drones and settled it that way, just destroying each other's drones, there would be less pain and suffering as a result of war. Because we just, settle our disputes. Who's got the better robot? Boom. Oh, the Afghani robot was destroyed by the Zimbabwean robot. Okay, Zimbabwe can now trade with country X that they couldn't trade with before because country A was standing in the way. I don't fucking know. I don't care anymore, because war is just disgusting. It's just fucking utterly disgusting. And we have been at war more years than we have not in this country. We have... The years that I have been alive do not... I exceeded the number of years this country was not in war when I was still a teenager. There's been a grand total of, like, maybe 12 years that this country wasn't at war with someone, somewhere, for no goddamn reason. Oh, wait, no. There was a reason. To line rich people's pockets with gold. Sorry, I'm going off on a rant about politics. Anyway, I'm sorry that I turned this into a political rant. It's 9/11. Call your family. Hug your family. And Ian, my brother, Sheila, my sister, if you guys actually watch this video, thank you for listening. I love you guys. I miss you. You're the last actual family I really have. And I hope to talk to you again soon. Alright, anyway. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'm out. Again. Peace. Yes, yes, I know. They make your booty hole look like a mason jar.